The Fuji x100v is one of the most talked about cameras in the world right now, and for good reason. It's an absolutely incredible camera. I have been a longtime user and fan of the x100v, and recently went to Portland, Oregon to officiate my friend's wedding, and figured it would be a great weekend to explore the x100v as a travel camera. So how does it stand up as a travel camera? Does it live up to the hype even when you're on the road? Does it lack anything significant that you may want or need from a camera when you're on vacation with family or traveling to a new city or exploring a new place? In today's video, I want to answer those questions and more by talking about 4 reasons why I think the X100V could be the best camera for traveling. Let's dive in. Size is arguably the most important consideration for a travel camera. There are lots of cameras out there that would help you take incredible photos and would be amazing to use, but once you factor in the lens and the battery and the size of the body, they just kind of become a hassle to carry around. On the other hand, while the compact and portable nature of a camera phone is amazing for what it is, I'm usually left wanting more customization and image quality than my iPhone will allow. The X100V is the perfect in-between. It balances having a really small form factor while not losing the customization and the image quality of a much more professional grade camera. The size makes it perfect to store in a pocket or around your neck, or even in a tote, a sling bag, or a backpack. And because it's a fixed lens, you don't have to worry about bringing another lens with you, which significantly improves its portability. So when it comes to size, a point and shoot camera works really well for me and really improves my photo taking experience even when I'm traveling. I've talked before about how important simplicity is when it comes to my life and my gear, and the same goes for my travel camera setup. When I'm traveling, I want to prioritize the experience and the moments instead of just capturing those experiences and moments. Obviously, capturing those moments in a photo is really important to me, but if I'm so worried about my settings or capturing that moment that I forget to enjoy the actual moment itself, then I've kind of missed the point entirely. So in order to find that balance, I need to have a camera that's going to be simple and easy to use, but is also going to allow me to enjoy those moments as they're happening. And while I love the form factor and the design and the experience of a film camera or another point and shoot camera, aside from how expensive and time consuming those things can be, I just don't want to deal with all of that while I'm traveling especially. Plus, I really value the convenience of a digital camera. When I'm traveling especially, it's nice to have a point and shoot style camera that I can shoot with throughout the day and capture moments, but not feel like I need to adjust the settings all day or even look at to edit while I'm enjoying the day. So when it comes to simplicity in both form factor and experience, the X100V works really well for me. So I want to make sure that when I'm traveling and I go to a coffee shop or a museum, or I'm seeing friends or hanging out with family, I'm able to take my camera out when I need to, capture a quick moment, put it back, and then enjoy the rest of the moment with the people that I'm with. So all in all, I want a simple and easy setup when I'm traveling. And for me, the X100V works great for that. I don't need multiple batteries or lenses or any other accessories. All I need is the camera, an SD card, and I'm good to go. Now, aside from the size and the simplicity of a camera when I'm traveling, another key feature is durability. This camera is actually quite heavy, but that also means that it's really durable. There's lots of metal in the construction, so it feels really sturdy and durable and easy to use and put away, and you don't have to fear that it's going to get broken. Also, since I'm using a really simple UV filter on the lens, it means that I can take this camera in any climate and know that it's weather sealed and I don't have to worry about rain or snow or dust getting inside the camera and ruining anything. I recently took the X100V to a water park when I was there with my family, and we got in one of those splash rides, and I was sitting in the back, which has the most exposure to water. I had my camera out the whole time. It got splashed with water and it was perfectly fine. I wiped it off, used it for the rest of the day, and didn't have any problems with it at all. And that feature of durability and weather sealing is really important to me when it comes to traveling. I have tried using cameras like the Ricoh GR line and the Sony RX100, and while both of those cameras are really compact and easy to use and lightweight, I find myself being more concerned about damaging the camera than I am actually using the camera. And because those cameras are made of plastic and don't have weather sealing, I would be way more nervous about using those cameras in different climates. So the X100V meets all of my needs for durability, and I'm really happy that I can feel confident using it in different situations, climates, experiences, and moments. Lastly, I'm not a huge spec person and don't really spend a lot of time keeping up to date with the latest and greatest specs when it comes to new cameras. What I have works really well for me, and right now I don't feel a need to upgrade, but there are a few relevant specs to the X100V that make it a really amazing camera for traveling. The lens is really beautiful and has an f-stop from 2 all the way to 16, which makes it a really versatile lens to use. The built-in ND feature is really convenient, especially when you're in settings with harsh light, whether you're at the beach or outside on a patio or other situations where the sun is really bright and you're going to get a lot of high contrasting shadows. That ND filter works really well in that situation. Battery life works well enough for me, and while I wish it was better, I don't really see myself using or needing extra batteries when traveling. I charge it up every night and then use it throughout the day, and it usually lasts me a full day of shooting. Lastly, this camera adapts really well into my editing workflow at the end of the day. I just pop out the SD card, plug it into my phone or my iPad mini, can edit photos really quick, and then be able to either post on a grid or send to family or friends. And the X100V allows me to do that in a really seamless and easy to use way. The JPEG recipes for Fuji are no secret, and they're really amazing, and I use them all throughout my day in different settings and situations. Now, there are a few downsides to the X100V as a travel camera. First of all, the movie feature is absolutely horrific and is basically completely unusable. So if you need a hybrid camera that's going to be able to shoot photos and videos while you're traveling, the X100V is going to be a terrible choice for that. There's also no zoom, so you're kind of limited in what you can capture based on where you can go with your body. As I mentioned, it actually is quite heavy, especially compared to the Ricoh GR or Sony RX100 lines. But for me, that's not a huge issue, especially when traveling. Overall, I would take those downsides any day of the week to be able to get what I get while using the X100V for traveling. So overall, those are 4 reasons why I think the Fuji X100V is a great camera for traveling. I've used this camera on so many trips and experiences and exploring different cities, and it has helped me capture some of the most memorable moments of my entire life. But what about you? What do you look for in a travel camera? Are there any features that you don't find on the X100V? Let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.